This is day 96 of trying to get the 2000 ELO on chess.com. I'm currently rated 1914 and I'm versing someone rated 1894. And I'm going to try a different opening because I hate playing against d4. So I'm just going to play a different opening. This is called the English opening. So I'm not really sure. Okay, well, now it's called something else. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Since I've never really played this before, I would assume that probably pushing this pawn would be kind of the idea, but maybe I'll just pin his knight, and I'm actually kind of planning on just taking his knight in the future. And then I was also kind of interested in just moving my knight to e7. I didn't really want to put it on f6 because I feel like it just always gets attacked. And I'm just gonna take his knight, which is probably an incorrect move, but that's kind of what I want to play. And then if I were to push d5, that might not be ideal because it would kind of undouble his pawn structure, but it does look like an interesting move that I kind of, yeah, actually I kind of just want to play that. I don't really care that it undoubles his pawn structure, and I'll obviously have to take with the pawn. Maybe pushing looks very strong, and then probably developing my last piece, and then pushing c5 to try and, obviously if he takes, I'm attacking his bishop. Actually, that might be a mistake because then he has check. But he plays it differently. So I could take this pawn. I guess that could be a good move. I could push attacking his bishop, but that looks not very good. Actually, I've changed my mind. I'm just going to push a6. I don't like how he has this pawn push. Like, I want to be able to push b5, and then I'm going to need to castle soon before I lose the game. I need to be extremely careful because obviously this pawn push is a huge threat. So I was thinking of blocking with the knight. That was kind of my idea, and I don't think I'm missing anything. Oh, he can push the pawn. I take it's a fork. Okay, that's a huge problem. I'm just gonna play that. That looks crazy, but the idea is that if his knight goes here, then obviously I'll just move my rook. I don't like how oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Obviously, I can't take his knight yet because it's mate. So I need to block this diagonal. I'm probably missing something here, but if he were to push, I could probably just take. He takes. I'm definitely losing. Okay, my opponent takes my knight. So from my understanding, it looks like I need to take his bishop because if I take his knight, then this is mate. So if I were to take his bishop, it looks like he has a fork. But that's kind of my only move, so I'm just gonna take his bishop. Oh, sorry. For some reason, I thought he had a fork, but I forgot that I'm attacking his queen. So now I should definitely just take his knight. Obviously with the pawn because his bishop's defending. So I'm up a pawn, but I do not like my position at all. Because he's gonna push this pawn here. So I'm not sure what I should do. Actually, I'll just go here. I'll just move my queen attacking his queen, and I don't want to move my queen far away from the position. And he doesn't go for a queen trade. He just blitzes out every single move. That's what I love about chess, when your opponent just blitzes out every single move. I'm thinking of going here, obviously threatening this, and that's kind of the move I'm considering. So I'm just gonna play that. It looks a little dangerous because he has this, but then I should just have check. It's not mate yet, but I am picking up another pawn. So it looks okay. So he decides just to go back. So I could, if I were to give up the pawn, he'd probably just go back. I guess that wouldn't really do anything. I'm kind of thinking of taking this pawn because I need to. Actually, sorry, this is a fork, so I can't. I don't know what I'm saying. If I were to take this, and this is just a fork, so I probably need to. Yeah, this is a huge problem here. I have no idea what to play here. This looks terrible. This, honestly, I kind of just want to, like, obviously my knight is, and my queen's defending my knight, so I'm to move my queen and try and this looks horrible. This honestly is like the worst. This looks terrible. Okay, I'm just gonna I'm just going to go here. I need to play... Oh, that's a terrible move. You can still push this. I'll go here. Because obviously, if the pawn takes, I take his queen. If he pushes, take his queen. I'm threatening to take his bishop. So if he were to take this with his queen, then I can take it. If he takes my bishop, check. It still doesn't lead to anything because this check is useless. This check doesn't even do anything. I don't know why I thought this check does nothing. He's just gonna end up taking my bishop. So queen takes is obviously like, but then I have actually wait. But then I have this move attacking his queen. Wait a minute. Maybe this bishop move actually to save my bishop, and then if the queen would move, obviously taking his bishop, and then instead of losing this. So I'm thinking of after his queen takes to not take his bishop because this check leads to nothing. It says there's no mate. So this attack his queen. The queen moves. Okay. Okay. So if I were to obviously check, I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Well, like taking his bishop looks absolutely terrible. So I was just thinking of giving him this check, trying to move my knight, but then he has this rook move. Okay. I don't want to take his bishop. I don't want to take this pawn, or maybe I shouldn't have taken the pawn. Okay, but whatever. So obviously I don't want to take his bishop. My knight is hanging. I have this move, but his queen can just take. But then I could attack his queen. I'm thinking of sacking my knight because then I would end up probably winning this pawn. But my king is incredibly weak. Okay, I have a minute, so I'm going to sacrifice my... Obviously, if he takes with the pawn, then I win the game. So he's going to take with the queen. Then I was thinking of attacking his queen, but also kind of attacking this pawn, trying to win this pawn back. He doesn't have checkmate yet, but maybe in the future he'll have checkmate here very soon. But so for right now, I'm attacking his queen. He moves his queen somewhere. And, okay. Or he can just sacrifice. How does that even work? Takes, check. Here. How does that even work? How does that even work? I'm going to take his queen, check, and then take with the rook. So yeah, if I take with the king, then obviously that wouldn't really probably be the best. So I was thinking of just taking with the rook. And I'm up 3 points of material. I only have a minute and 16 seconds though, so I need to okay, my opponent resigns. I played with the 65% accuracy. My opponent played with the 59.6% accuracy. My rating is now 1922, percentile 99.5%, and a high of 1922. In my last video, I said it would take me maybe a month or so to get to 2000. I'm going to change that prediction to a more realistic one, and I'm going to get there in a week, maybe 5 days, because at this rate, I just don't lose any games.